Hi there. My name's Teddy. I work at one of these orange companies back here. And I'd like to teach y'all some IPv subnetting for humans. I really enjoy IPv4. It's my favorite IP. But the most human usable IP, I believe, is a /27. A /27 contains 32 IP addresses. It's the perfect amount for a human. I don't even know if this is going. Well, hey, now it is. Okay, well, my time's counting. Anywho, so I love /27s because it allows you to unlock all of IPv4. With the 32 IP addresses out of an octet, you can break it up into 8 blocks. And those 8 blocks are 0, they all start with 0, 32, 64, 96, 128, 160, 192, 224, and that covers everything from 0 to 255. 8 network IP addresses is all you need to memorize. You don't even have to memorize that, just the number 32, and that'll get you through this whole exercise. So how do we use that knowledge of 32? Well, if you want fewer IPs, so you need a /28, that's just 16, that's half of 32. You need a 29, half of 16 is 8, so on and so forth, 30 is 4. But where does 192.168.0.53 land in its IP address range if it's a /29? Let's find out. So we'll take the entire range of an octet, which is 0 to 255, and we'll break it up by these boundaries. And so we'll go through 32, 0, 32, 64. Well, it's .53, so it's between 32 and 64. Let's break that down a bit further. So it's going to be between, it's not between 32 and 40 or 40 and 48, but it is between 48 and 56. We just identified where this IP range is. So your network IP address, the first IP address in your range, is 192.168.0.48/29. Because your next range starts at 56, you know your your broadcast IP address is 192.168.0.55. The knowledge of 32 is a couple steps away. Same thing if you want a bigger subnet. So if you can remember 32, with 2 steps, you can get to a larger subnet like a /25. So /25 has 128 IP addresses in it. You want to know where that range starts? It's actually really, really easy because 128 IP addresses out of 256, it's the first half of the subnet. 0, 32, 64, 96, it's in that first half. Bam, you know where your network and your broadcast are. 35.0 is your network, 127 is your broadcast. So that's the real easy stuff. That's subnetting for humans. You're all going to deal with that. What if you want a larger subnet? Something way bigger. Where does 5.2.223.19/12 land? Well, we might have some problems now because the /12 has about 1 million and rounding errors IP addresses in it. So calculating this, you know, you can get a little sweaty from time to time. So what do? You look at it and you say, oh no, and you panic. You take a nice deep breath and you panic again because it's time. You got to count through 1 million IP addresses in order to get this going. What is going to save our day? It's our old friend recursion. Our old friend recursion, our old friend recursion, our old friend recursion is going to save the day. We're just going to do the exact same thing we did for the last octet for the second octet. Because a /12, it operates exactly the same as a /28 would. And I know that I can calculate a /28. So what we'll do here is we'll say 5.2.223.19/12. If we count all our 32s and we have more than a 5-minute lightning talk to do it in, we'll be able to figure out that the first octet deals with 1 through 8 CIDR masks. 2 is 9 through 16. The third octet is 17 through 24. The fourth octet is 25 through 32. With that knowledge, knowing the ranges for 5.2.223.19/12, knowing where all 1,048,000 IP addresses are, it's right here. It's 5.0.0/12, that's your network IP address. 5.15.255.255./12 is your broadcast IP address. With the power of 32 and very, very little math, you can subnet all of IPv4 in under 5 minutes. Thanks, folks. That's it. it.